Imagine, if you will, sitting down to your morning coffee, turning on your home computer to read the day's newspaper. Well, it's not as far-fetched as it may seem. In fact, both local...
Hi guys, and welcome to a new video. As you may have seen by the title, I am going to show you my favorite art supplies today. This video has been so super highly requested, so I hope you will like it. So let's jump right in. I made a list to make this whole video a bit more organized, and I split my supplies up into categories. So we are going to start with paper and sketchbooks. So first off, I have been using this paper from Fabriano. And what I like about this is that it's eco-friendly, and most eco-friendly papers are very yellow, but this one is super white, which is great because I love using white paper. This block of paper has the size A4 and is 200 grams. All of this paper is recycled and has a cold pressed surface, so it has a bit of a texture, which I really like. So next is the blue pad, and it's just called the blue pad. I don't know which brand it is. At the back it says AMI or AMI. But yeah, I really like this paper for printing. When I was in art school, I always bought these kind of blocks and just printed away. And I found that when I print on this, it really makes my illustrations pop. The paper is not too thick, so it combines really well with any printer. And yeah, I also love this for sketching and bringing it with me so that I can write at any time, because the size is great. I also have this in size A4, and they have many more sizes, but I prefer the standard sizes. So yeah, that's the blue pad. So if you have been watching my videos, what I'm showing you next is not a very big surprise. This is my trusty Mossery sketchbook, and I have said many times how much I love it. I even made a whole video about it where I unbox it and I review it, so if you want to see that, you can click on the link in this corner. But the reason I love this so much is the size. It's very portable, and it's a mixed media sketchbook, which is perfect for me because I love to mix my media. It's great for anything really. You can use watercolors, you can use pencils, pretty much everything, and that's why I like it so much. Many people ask me if I mind the ring in the middle, and I really don't, because you can flip your sketchbook like this, and I really enjoy drawing like this on one page. And yeah, I don't really mind it at all. Okay, so on to the next category, and maybe my favorite, because this is pencils, and I love my pencils. First off, I'm going to show you my sketching pencils. This is a mechanical pencil, and I use this because I'm lazy and I don't like to sharpen my pencils. And this stays sharp at all times. It just has a graphite filling. It's 0.5 I believe, and it's from the brand Milan. And the reason I like this is just because it has a really pretty color and the eraser works really well. So yeah, nothing fancy about it, but I really just like to use this for sketching. And next up is this one. I got this from Lisa. Thank you, Lisa. It's the Prismacolor Kohl Erase. And you may think, well, but that's just a red pencil, isn't it? No, it isn't. It's a sketching pencil, and the fun part is that it's erasable. So I use this one when I want to sketch out something really subtle, because the graphite one can be really harsh and hard to erase, but if you use this one, it won't be noticeable at all. And that's really great about this. Okay, onto my colored pencils. I have used a fair bit of coloring pencils throughout my existence, so I know what I like and what I don't like. And these three that I'm about to show you are my absolute favorites. So yeah, let's start with the Caran d'Ache Pablo ones. These colored pencils are the least expensive, I believe. They have a great range of colors, and I prefer to buy my pencils individually, so I don't have like a big box of pencils. I just buy a color I really like, because that's way cheaper, and this way I know I will use every pencil I buy. So yeah, these ones have a bit of a grainy texture, and that's because they are a little bit harder in my opinion. The ones that I'm about to show you are really soft, and these ones are great for adding some more detail in your illustrations, because they stay sharp for much longer. Next up are the Caran d'Ache Luminance pencils. As you can see, I have used these quite a bit. They are really rich in color, They glide over your paper and they are very soft. So these are great for filling up bigger surfaces. And yeah, just in general, they are great. And the next ones are probably my favorite colored pencils. These are the Faber-Castell Polychromals. And the reason I like these so much is that they have the best of both worlds. So the last ones I showed you are really soft and rich, and the first ones are really textured, and these have both, and that's why I like them. There's nothing much to say. They have great colors. They are a bit expensive, I must say, but again, if you only buy the colors you really want, I think they are very worth it. So that's these. So the next category is fine liners. I want to say that I'm aware that these aren't exactly fine liners, but I use them as fine liners. I think you can best describe them as calligraphy pens, but oh well, they are black and they are pens, so to me they are fine liners. First off, I want to talk about my holy grail of fine liners. This is the Kuretake Hikai, and it's double-sided, and that's what makes it super convenient, because one side is a very fine tip and very soft tip, by the way, so you can make thin lines and thicker lines, and the other side is a medium side, which is kind of a brush pen. That's what makes this a calligraphy pen, but oh well, I use it for illustrating and writing, and it's great. This is a pen from the brand Zebra, and what's special about this is that it's gray instead of black. So when I want my lines to be not as harsh as with the black ones, I use this one because it has a very nice gray tone to it, and yeah, it's something else. So these ones are basically the same as the first pen I showed you, because these are also Kuretake Hikai pens, but these are individual. So you have extra fine, you have fine and medium, and I also love these for the same reasons. They are great for writing and great for adding details in your illustrations. They are very soft, so you again can make very fine lines, very thick lines. And I use the medium one to fill up bigger spaces when I want something to be really black, because the pigment is amazing. And yeah, I love these, and that's why I got each and every one of them. And last but not least, my favorite kind of fine liner, which is probably the only actual fine liner in this category. This is the Pilot G-Tech C4 in 0.4, and this is super tiny. I also love this to write things down, because I like to write really tiny, and sometimes with pens like the Kuretake ones it becomes a big blob, but with this one you can write all of the tiny stuff, and it's great. Okay, so the next category is markers, and again, I don't know if this is the correct term to use, but yeah, I call them markers, and I know very many people who call them markers, so I will call them markers. This is my most special one. I get asked a lot about this one. When I use it in a video or anything, everyone is like, what is that white pen you are using? So this is the Uni Posca pen in 0.7 millimeters, and this is a very special pen because it contains acrylic paint. So basically you can use paint in an easy way. And I love that. The fact that this is paint means that it's also very opaque, which is great, because I use this to add details to my illustrations in white, and I think that my illustrations really pop up after using this. I think it really highlights your illustrations, and yeah, I recommend everyone buying something like this and experiment with it, because it's really special. And yeah, I've been using it for very long and it still holds up, so that's great. So this is basically the same as the last one I showed you. It's also called the Uni Posca pen, and as you can see they are quite big, and they have colors, which is great. This is a very recent find, and I knew they existed, but I never really thought about using them, which is weird. But I also got these from Lisa. Again, she has very many of these, and she told me just use them and see if you like them, because they are a bit expensive to just buy. So I have been using them and I really like them, because again, it's very opaque. It's like painting but with a pen, and I love that because you can take them everywhere. And so yeah, now I want more, and and that's kind of a problem. And last in this category is my brush pen from Talens. It's filled with Ecoline. I don't know how to say that in English. I bet it's not Ecoline. But this is great. I got this from Chantal. So thank you, Chantal, it's amazing. I only have this color, but I love it very much. You may have seen me use it in previous videos. And the great thing about this is that it doesn't bleed through. I have used pro markers in the past and I love pro markers, but they bleed through everything because you basically need to use special paper for that, which is especially made for markers, of course, but that paper is very flimsy and I don't like it. But I really love these, and again, I want more of these, but for now this color is amazing and I have been using this a lot. And now on to paint. I don't really use wet materials very often. I tend to find it such a hassle to grab some water and grab some tissues and some brushes, but when I use paint I use gouache. Gouache is a perfect mix between watercolors and acrylics, and that's why I love it so much, because you can do so many things with it. And I have to say that I have always used very crappy gouache, and that's why Judith from the webshop splendid.nl, which is an amazing webshop by the way, has gifted me this gouache set. And I'm so excited because this is from the brand Holbein, which has some amazing reviews. It's very hard to get, so Judith has done a very good job at collecting all of these great brands in one web shop, and I'm very grateful for that. I'm so excited to try these out. I haven't used them yet, but in the clip you're about to see, I am going to use them and I am going to write down if I like them or not, but I'm pretty sure I will, because this is my first set of high quality gouache, and look how tiny and cute they are. And again, I'm so grateful to Judith for sending me these, so thank you so much. And that's not all she gave me, because she hooked me up with these tiny brushes, and I have to say, again, I have never used good brushes. I always just got them from the dollar store and they work fine, but I really wanted some tiny brushes for tiny details because I like to make my illustrations fairly tiny. So you can see me using them and you can see how tiny they are, which is amazing. They are from the brand Princeton and the red ones are called the Velvet Touch ones. I have one in the size 1 and one in size 18/0. I don't know how to pronounce that, but oh well. And I have a Princeton Select Round brush in the size 0. So that's the blue one, and as you can see, I'm trying them out. I'm very curious to see how I like them. I will write what I think about them in the footage, so you can see how I like them at the moment. I don't know yet. And again, I am very grateful for these, because I never owned such tiny brushes, so thank you again, Judith. And very last but not least, I don't know if you can call this an art material, but this is my washi tape. And I love this container, it's super handy. I will never lose my washi tapes again. I use washi tape for hanging up stuff on my wall. I use it for covering up things in my sketchbook. I love to put some in my sketchbook to just write something on it. And yeah, I don't have very expensive washi tapes. These are just from eBay, but they are super cute and super colorful, and that's what I like. I got this container from penstore.nl, which is a very nice webshop by the way. I got all my Koretake pens from there. I will put everything in the description by the way, if I can find it online, so you won't have to search for anything. You can just click on the link to whichever product you like. So that concludes my favorite art supplies. I hope you liked it. I hope you found it somewhat helpful, and I'm very glad that I finally recorded this video because there were so many questions about my art supplies. So yeah. Also, I just wanted to say thank you guys times a million because I reached 1,000 subscribers. I mean, it all went so fast and I'm so happy that you like my content. Starting my YouTube channel may have been one of my best decisions ever, and I really enjoy making videos for you guys, and I'm so glad to see that you enjoy it too. So if you're new here, thanks for watching, thanks for subscribing. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please do if you want to. And please like this video also if you want to. It would mean the world to me, so yeah. Then lastly, I want to say thanks for watching and hope to see you in my next video. Bye bye!